My name is Mr. Garcia, and I am your child's biology teacher this year. I cannot tell you how excited I am to have students back in person this year. So this video, the goal is to keep it short and sweet, give you an overview of my class, discuss some important things, and hopefully answer some of your questions. So without further ado, let's jump into it. So I actually want to start off by showing you this QR code. This QR code on your screen right now can be scanned using your phone, and it will take you to a welcome document that I have created to help guide you through some of the back to school information. So if you just take a second here, scan it, and open it on your phone, it'll take you to a document that I'm going to lead you through right now. So you should be seeing a Google Doc on your screen right now. It says Biology with Mr. Garcia, Parent Back to School Cheat Sheet. So it's got some basic information like where to contact me, my class websites, where the assignments are posted, how students are graded, and some other information. This is your quick, easy, read over this, let me know if you have questions type thing. I did want to go over a few small things though if you feel like you need more detail. So on here is the link to my class website. My class website is basically the hub for everything that happens in this class. You could see a class calendar where you can see what we are doing every day. And oftentimes, if it's like an assignment that I'm passing out in person, there is a link to that. So if there's a worksheet, there's a link. Here's one example here. Another example over here, and so on. If there is no link in the agenda, that means it's something that there's not a handout for. We're either discussing it or doing it in class. This is especially great if your student is absent for whatever reason. The first place I always tell them to go is to check the class calendar. You can see what we're doing, and then in red every day you can also see the homework. Also on the website, there is a biology tab where they can find everything they need for every unit. So let's say they are trying to get more studying for the DNA assessment that's coming up. They can go to the DNA section, the biology section, and find all of the worksheets for extra practice, all of the notes, and background information that they might need. The other thing to point out on the home screen, there's some general resources. So in like this biology tab, I show the students how to go over finding the online textbook, and then there's just some extra resources here on the side. The next thing to talk about is specifically how the class is graded. So the class is graded using a system called standards-based grading. And I'm going to show you the syllabus and where to find a lot of the questions you might have on standards-based grading. So the syllabus is here on the class website. I also did link it on that Parent Back to School Night cheat sheet. But it shows you how they're graded. So 80% of the grade is standards-based, and the other 20% is assessment, so midterms and finals. Standards-based grading basically works like this. I give them a list of standards at the start of each unit. It's usually a gold sheet that should be in their notebook. And they are graded based on how well they know those standards on a scale from 0 to 4. 0 is like didn't even try, didn't submitted it, blank, you were absent. 1 is you weren't quite right, you tried, but you weren't really close. 2 is you were pretty close. 3 is you got it. And 4 is you crushed it. And so they are graded for each standard on this scale. How grades work then is the average of their standards correlates to a letter grade. So if students can get a 3.3 average on their standards, they can get an A. A 2.6, a 2.6 average to about 3.2, we'll give them a B, 2.0, C, so on and so on. And so that's how grades work. Don't be too afraid if you're looking at Q and you see your student has like an 84%, because the math works out a little weird on this. An 84% is technically an A. Traditional grading, you're thinking that's a B. Look more at the letter grade and their average scores on those standards. the good thing about standards-based grading is it gives students the opportunity to reassess if they really mess up. So if they are doing, or if they did an assessment, got a 1 on something, they have the ability to come back, reassess on it, and improve their grade as long as they are willing to put in the work. And that's something I really, really like about standards-based grading, is that as long as the student is willing to come and put the work in, come for extra help, make up assignments that they're missing, the standards-based grading system allows for that. So if you feel like you have more questions on the standards-based grading, please give the syllabus a look. I have a question and answer section, or you can always email me as well, and I can answer your questions there. So hopefully I was able to answer most of your questions. I look forward to a good school year, and really do hope that everything works out okay with COVID. We're able to stay in the classrooms this year, and we have a good year. Thank you for watching the video. Have a good night.